more and more people are letting go of their houses. They're selling most of their belongings and choosing to live on the roads in RVs and vans. And it's not just something retired couples are doing anymore. We are seeing young families, single women, even full-time workers making this choice. It's becoming more and more common. It's becoming a real trend. Before we dive deeper into today's story, if you find this kind of content interesting, I'd be so grateful if you could hit that subscribe button right here. Because I'm trying to reach my first 1,000 subscribers to unlock more monetizations and keep creating videos like this. So if you can do that, I would appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for your support. So right now, let's dive into the video.
So we're a family of 5 and we live in an RV full-time, and unfortunately this is the case for a lot of people with today's economy and inflation, and the cost of housing is just astronomical, and it's causing a lot of people to financially struggle, which makes it surprising when I get so many hateful comments pretty much daily telling me that this is not appropriate for kids, pretty much child abuse. Or one comment said, if we can't financially provide for our children properly, we should have never had kids. Pretty sure she's deleted her whole thread now, because hopefully she realized how idiotic that is, because God forbid you have children when you are doing well financially and hit hard times and start struggling. I guess you just should have never had children to begin with. I don't understand people. But anyways, those people don't pay your bills. So you do what's best for you. If you can't afford your rent and you can't afford your mortgage, then you do what you need to do to survive. And an RV is not the worst thing. It's honestly been so great for our family. It has freed us up financially, which has been amazing. And our family's closer together because of it. So please, if you're struggling, don't look at having to live in an RV is a bad thing, because yes, it's not a stick and brick house, but it has everything you need. And living simple is okay. We don't have to glorify having excessive amounts of things or space, because that's not a need, that's a privilege. So us living in an RV is helping us in the long run, as we're able now to really put back and save money to be able to hopefully one day purchase a house in cash and not have to have the weight of a mortgage over our head hanging all the time.
I'm broke and I live in my car. I have a full-time job at Jack in the Box and I just got off work. I'm really trying to get a studio, an apartment, something, but I only have $1,000 saved up and I can't find anything around that price. So I'm literally coming to terms that I'm going to be living in my car for the summer. I don't mind living in my car. I mind living in my car in the summer. I have maybe 1 month before summer gets super bad here in Arizona. So I'm going to try to save as much money as I can. And one of the things I'm going to do is try eating inside my car. I bought this little pot and I'm not going to be cooking anything crazy, but just things that are easy for me to cook. I do have a fridge now, so I can now cook sandwiches, maybe ramen, scrambled eggs. And I should also probably start eating a little bit healthy, but I've been craving this ramen for a very long time. And if my car ever gets super hot when cooking, my car's a convertible. So I'll just open the hood and let all of the smelly ramen come out through the top part. Well, now I'm gonna enjoy my ramen and watch TV and then go to sleep because I work tomorrow.
My name is Tyler, and with rental prices going over $1,500 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment, I have been outpriced in the rental market. So I live here in my car full time, so I'm going to show you around a little bit. Starting here with the bed, it is a 3-inch memory foam mattress topper. I did not take out any of the seats of the car. It is all stock. The seats folded completely flat, so that was very helpful. Over here is my Yeti cooler, which I've gotten a lot of flack from people online saying that I shouldn't have it. It actually was a gift for my birthday last year. There's a lot of people saying I don't deserve it because I live in my car, but it actually really helps me out. It keeps the food cold for days, and it saves me on ice, and it keeps my grocery costs down, which is really helpful. Over here I have a little mini lantern, a night light. I have 2 pillows. There's my little Stitch. I have a quote every day up there. Over on this side of the car, this is kind of where my storage is, or what would be my closet. I keep all my clothes under this blanket. I keep it flat so that I can use the area up there as a table and a bookshelf. It really helps out. Got my lantern. I got a rechargeable fan. It's USB-C, recharges.
believe something big is happening in America right now. The cost of living is just out of control. Rent is sky high, mortgage are increasing, and wages simply aren't keeping up. We all feel it. And honestly, people are just worn out. They're tired of pouring everything into rent and bills, only to have nothing left at the end of the month. And you really can't blame them. It's hard out here right now. That is why more and more people are turning to RV life or living in vans. It is not exactly being homeless. It is just a way to take back some control, financially, mentally, and emotionally. Now let's be honest. It's not glamorous, and it's not for everyone, but it's a way to survive, to keep going even when the economy makes you feel trapped. Downsizing, even just starting to get rid of the things you don't truly need, might be your first step. Maybe a smaller home, maybe a cheaper apartment, or maybe, for some families, is moving into the RV. And that's okay. A lot of folks are doing just that. They stay in RV parks while they work on getting back on their feet. There is no shame on it. And the more you downsize, the more you start to learn how to do things yourself. You start cooking with fewer appliances, cutting back on electricity, saving water. You learn to live with a little less. And honestly, that is not always a bad thing. We're seeing a lot of people turn to YouTube to learn how to fix things on their own instead of outsourcing everything. It saves you a lot of money, sometimes a huge one. Now, one of the good things about living this way today is that remote work is more available than ever. It might not pay as much for you. It might not pay as much depending on what you do, but if your cost of living is lower, it can be enough to get by or even get ahead. But here's a thing. If you're thinking about this lifestyle, do your research. Not every city or state is RV friendly. Now some have rules about where you can park, how long you can stay, and even how old your RV is allowed to be. Some RV parks have waiting lists, some have strict regulations, so you have to know well about the regulations before you go, and so be prepared. Because even though living in an RV or stepping away from the traditional lifestyle can be a good solution, you still need to understand how it all works, especially if you're moving from place to place. So what are the rules? What are the seasonal rates? And how long can you stay in one spot? At the end of the day, people are just trying to make it. And there is nothing wrong with that. We have to find creative ways to survive in today's world. For some people, that means living in an RV. And if you're curious, there are plenty of real families on YouTube sharing exactly how they make it work. Big families, small families, people with pets. It's not perfect, but it might be just the kind of freedom someone needs right now. Have you ever thought about doing something like this? Or maybe you know someone who has. Let me know down in the comment section below. And before I go, if this video gave you something to think about, I really appreciate if you can help me hit that subscribe button because I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and if I can reach that achievement, I can keep bringing more real and honest stories like this to you. And once again, thank you so much for watching my video, and take care of yourself, and I see you in the next video.